talk, and so we'll start with the opening and work our way out, I guess. Might as well run this now.
The views and opinions expressed within the video content found on the Indie Comics Network are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Indie Comics Network or its sponsors.
Got to protect the network. Here's the opening. Now it's the time I get the spam emails. Yeah, there we go. Come on in, everybody. I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman. Been doing this for quite a while, and the show is not up over on my Facebook page yet. I got to renew it. And it's locked. Love it. Anyway, always, he says, Facebook people are trying to keep us from being seen. There we are. Come on in, everybody. We see you out there. We're just going to play some tunes and talk today. Nothing too serious. Talk about, maybe some happy youth or watch some commercials or whatever. So we'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of cartoons out there from our collective youth.
Yep. Here's one everybody knows. Let me pull this up. It's always so difficult anymore to share a lot of this stuff. Here we are. I can show you this. You'll love it. Can you hear it all right?
Yeah.
The Flintstones, brought to you by Winston, America's best.
Yes, kids, smoke those cigarettes.
Winston tastes good,
like a cigarette should.
Yeah, like a cigarette should.
Yeah.
Oh, I see you haven't heard.
Heard what?
I love those old ads with
About
9 out of 10
Yes,
doctors
I've heard.
prefer Marlboros.
I haven't
Yeah.
tried
Isn't
them.
that great? Just a great old
Like,
cigarette
well,
commercial.
Yeah. Well,
Right in
back
the middle of
day-
a cartoon. And this
Does
is
make a
ahead.
difference, doesn't it?
Yes,
apparently
there is a
those
difference
9 out of 10
in today's
doctors are
filter
idiots.
cigarettes. A difference
Yeah,
that
pretty
really
much.
counts. The big
No,
difference
no,
is
no.
filter
They're paid
blend,
well.
And only Winston
different
has-
formula back then.
Pure Winston has a pure white modern filter. But
Different
today,
formula
more than
back
ever,
then.
It's what's up front that
Hopefully we'll
counts.
readjust that
That's where only
sound just in
Winston
case.
gives you
That's right.
filter
Winston,
blend,
the cigarette of
rich
choice of
golden
old
tobaccos,
Southern women.
specially selected and specially processed for filter smoking. Filter blend is the secret.
Used
of
to be such a
Winston's
manly
famous
thing.
flavor. The reason more people smoke Winston than any other filter cigarette.
We'll just carry it through the
Winston
one
tastes
more
good,
animated
like a
commercial here as
cigarette
the Flintstones promote.
And now a word from our alternate sponsor.
It's a word from our
Wherever you go,
there's a
for
cool
fast
Speedy
relief,
commercial.
It's Speedy Alka-Seltzer. Things are changing very fast in Florida today. They still have pretty
Well,
people
yeah,
in
still
the
are.
lying.
country just this way.
Yeah.
But up the Cape
What a great jingle.
Canaveral, it's quite a different sight. They're launching giant rockets almost every night.
Almost every night.
When work pressures make you nervous and your
Really?
stomach gets upset,
There's the man running the rocket right
that's the
there.
time for Alka-Seltzer. Alka-Seltzer's what to get. And
Stomach
Work.
gets upset every time he sees an alien.
Work now, work.
But they know
Work. Be a
Alka-Seltzer
be a
brings
tax
relief
slave.
and brings it
It's okay. You
fast.
can
And
eat
when someday
Alka-Seltzer
they blast
all
away
day.
a
You'll be
man's
fine.
prescriptors
Don't worry.
That's all good.
I only
Yeah.
hope
So
that
the
I'm
lesson of
more
this commercial is
securely
working
strapped
for
in place.
NASA
So
gives you
bring
stomach
my ship
ulcers.
with radar.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Alka-Seltzer on the moon.
Alka-Seltzer on the moon.
When you have a headache or upset stomach, take Speedy Alka-Seltzer for
Speedy.
fast relief.
That's right.
I'll just take some speed.
Life is over. You work.
Back to work.
Then he poops on his head.
Lucky, my boy. Pack of Winston's, please.
Oh, you like them Winston cigarettes, huh, Mr. Flintstone?
But of course, they really got something.
You bet you
Jeez.
like. Folks who really enjoy smoking know it's what's up front that counts. And that's where Winston steps out ahead of the crowd with their exclusive filter blend.
Get 'em
Choice
young.
Golden tobaccos, specially selected.
So all the other
specially
cigarette brands have the
processed for
filter up
smoke.
front.
Wait,
They'll-
what am I smoking?
They'll have the filter in the back. We all know that.
Just practicing.
All
Mr.
depends on what end you
Flintstone.
smoke first.
Everybody knows that.
Winston tastes good, like a cigarette should.
Yeah.
See you soon, Rocky.
Anyway, it's amazing
Oh,
what the power of animation. Sell
Yeah.
them cigarettes.
It's amazing what governmental lobby will allow and won't allow, depending on what's going into the brown paper envelope.
Yep.
Don't you love cronyism?
Don't you?
Oh.
Don't you just?
Don't you just? Here's a little now for something completely different. Here we are. This could be your earworm for the day.
You know what time it's for? No, what's this? It's time for Maddie's Funnies. It's time for Maddie's Funnies. We've waited long enough.
It's Captain Huff and Puff.
It's time for Maddie's Funnies. Oh, joy. With Cecil the Sea6, Sea Serpent, and good old Speedy. Boy. It's time for Maddie's Funnies. We're on the air. So grab a chair and stay right there. It's fun time everywhere.
Mattel Toy Makers presents Maddie's Funnies with Beanie and Cecil, starring the king of toys, Maddie Mattel, and Sister Belle, who bring to all you grown-up girls and boys, Maddie's Funnies with Beanie and...
Action! Lovable, gullible, harmless, gentle, tall, and wet. Cecil the Sea6, Sea Serpent, created by Bob Clampett. So come on, kids, let's
Yo, y'all know what he does with that puppet after the show's over.
The credits are showing themselves.
Yeah.
I remember Beanie and Cecil. I remember that just the term Beanie and Cecil. I don't really remember much else.
Beanie and Cecil.
Good God, talking of Beanie and Cecil.
And this is my Beanie, and look at my Cecil.
Wait a minute. What time is it? Holy crap. It's 9:10.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much money did you lose, Mitch?
My whole life savings. And then
I
some.
knew it. I knew I'd be the source of sadness.
In my pants. That's why I'm only being shot from up here.
Bob Clampett used to do a puppet show out in L.A. with hand puppets characters that he ended up turning into animation. You remember Beanie and Cecil, Scott?
Oh God, yeah. They. I remember first seeing it and thinking to myself, I know that name, and then I remember I would see his name on the credits of the Looney Tunes cartoons. Which I would watch the credits all the way through. Unlike other friends that would just leave after the main show was over, but I just loved watching their credits because I like seeing who it was that just made this cool thing I just watched.
Yeah.
And I realized, oh my God, he worked on Looney Tunes. It was amazing.
He's one of the first people, right, to work on Looney Tunes.
He was
early in the day.
one of the earliest directors.
Among them, yeah. Him
I
and
McKimson.
Robert McKimson.
I know Tex Avery was involved.
Quimby.
Tex Avery, yeah.
For a very short, Tex was involved, and he went over to MGM.
Yeah.
So.
I read somewhere that Bob Clampett was terribly, terribly impressed at first and then jealous of what Chuck Jones was doing.
Yeah.
Oh, Chuck Jones was awesome.
A little bit later. And of course, Jones is a genius.
Well, they went through and took a lot of his Bob's cartoons and redid them.
Yeah.
When they ran out of ideas, they'd just grab an old cartoon and modernize it. So, Bob's responsible for Tweety Bird and the Daffy Duck, the one that used to jump around saying "wahoo."
Oh yeah, the really crazy Daffy one. Yeah,
the really crazy Daffy Duck. Yeah,
the one who was actually Daffy.
Yep, exactly right.
Yeah.
Yep, here we go.
So, Russ, what did you do to Glenn? Make him sick? What's going on?
I sent him something in the post he didn't like.
I knew it.
It was a test tube with a little spark attached that would explode in his face and cover him with whatever.
It was black and round and it had bomb written on it.
I love that villain.
It's Dishonest John.
Oh, that's right.
Could anybody called John be dishonest? Surely not.
Look at that mustache. You know that's real.
Oh, God, yeah. Isn't that awesome?
Yours?
Oh, look at it. Oh.
Mind if I look him over?
Mind if I look him over?
He's real fast.
Kid's got a toothpick.
Hey, look at his leg gallop. Say, can you rear him up too?
Yep.
Mighty sturdy stand here. Must be easy to assemble. Was that him?
Yep.
He does everything but talk. How about some hay? Why, Jimmy, he does talk. Now, look, son, I just got to have this horse. Is he for sale?
You can get the cow's face wherever toys are sold.
Sure, it's Blaze, the fabulous
Blaze.
Oh, my God. That would be... Oh. I can't imagine not having that when I was a kid. I never saw that commercial. That's awesome.
He blows his top.
And he does.
He does. See, it's a hand puppet.
Yeah.
You love how
Cecil is.
the detail of the wrinkles in him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Captain.
Well, it's potentially a hand puppet. It depends if there's three of them on stage or not.
True.
Wait, Lincoln Leia. I think I've met her before.
Yeah, I gotta turn that up a little bit. Oh, I have not seen these since
Cecilia. I know. If you haven't watched these,
oh, just marvelous stuff.
Just like a crew, Lincoln leader, find someone to woo.
Golly, they're playing post office.
Post office. Oh my God.
cartoons are a lot more adult than folks realize.
Oh yeah.
Swallows come in. Might even have a few myself.
Bridget.
The animation quality on this is unbelievable for television.
Oh, it is.
At that time, yeah.
Amazingly well done.
It's strictly for the birds.
Yeah.
It looks kind of like
Strictly for the boys.
Strictly for the birds. Here's Captain.
Oh.
You, aren't you going ashore?
No, Beanie Boy. You dine ashore. I've got a swell dish right here. A tomato named Ida.
A tomato?
Beanie Boy. And don't forget to give baby Ruthie a kissy from me.
Oh, sure.
You're a tomato.
Why don't they open their eyes?
We're off. Off is right.
And as soon as all the kids are gone, Captain looks around and
hey, it's the bank.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh boy, oh boy.
God.
He's reading a Playboy.
yeah.
I'll be right back.
Wash your hands after.
Yeah.
Scott's got to go practice. He rips the root off of the root beer can, and he parties away. Knew he was a dirty guy.
Well, so long, Cease.
Remember me to baby Ruthie.
And gives Cecilia a slurp for me, too.
Slurp. Meanwhile, in the rubbish can.
Mighty Mo. I think I'll pester the big green schmo. I dream of Ruthie with the light brown hair.
I dream of Cecilia with the light green stems.
Why, Beanie, it's you. Want to say something?
Howdy, Cecilia.
Good thing she's got that bikini top on.
Isn't
We'd
it?
get in
Isn't
trouble.
it?
Yeah. A beanie bonnet.
It's a beanie bonnet.
Big deal.
Here's your lid, Cecilia, and here's a little something to flip it.
Is it just me, or do all the villains of these old cartoons are basically the same? Like,
They're all dick dastardly.
yeah,
You missed
Yeah.
the fact he just put a condom on. Yeah, it's based off your old vaudeville villains dressed in black and the thin
the thin
mustache.
mustache.
Yeah, there's a lot of influence from even the vaudeville days.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Stuff.
yeah. And it Dishonest John there has a lot of Dick Dastardly in him as well.
Oh yeah, very much.
Very much the same tropes. Yeah.
Yeah, classic archetypes.
Why you
What
get
the
your
heck?
own she serpent, you snake?
You must be her granddaddy. I'm Sexy Rexy.
And I'm broken-hearted.
Sexy Rexy.
Now for my grandstand of
Dick
hand
Dastardly in a condom. Yeah.
Good God.
Never.
That's just weird.
It is,
What
isn't
the
it?
heck? Anything
What
he
the heck?
can do, I can do better. Look, Cecilia, no hands.
He hasn't got any hands.
No.
And no head. Yeah.
Where's their ends?
Hey,
He said,
baby,
yeah,
let's have a ball.
That was
Yeah.
him.
Beach ball,
Yeah.
baby.
Oh, come on. Let me play. Oh, come on, you guys. Give it to
Oh, come
me.
on, you
It's so
guys.
funny
Come
to
on.
see how
Come on,
Clampett's idea of these
Oh,
hand
come
puppets,
on. Let
he's
me
translating it
have
almost directly
Yeah.
in the cartoons. It's weird.
Now to punch up the act.
It's like
What
he
the
had
darn
food.
heck? Oh, you burn me up.
Here, this'll cool you off.
Why?
Golly, I just can't tell you how gorgeous you are.
Why
Looks like a
not?
batarang.
I've had enough of this shady affair. I could take a hint. I know what I'm not wanted.
The Lonely Serpent.
And it's over.
How do you
That was
like
awful.
This crazy picture.
I'm depressed now.
Ominous?
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. I like it. But I like this one better.
Crazy.
Crazy,
Now
man.
the time for Cupid starts of joy and happiness. The Link and the crew have togetherness. DJ dresses up to make Cecilia swoon.
But first, we'll tell you something swell.
And then our next cartoon.
Man.
Westerns was big back in them days.
Rifle that won the
Oh, huge.
Poke his eye
War
out.
makes two Winchester rifles, both faithful replicas of the famous original. This is the cap firing saddle gun. It loads just like the real one.
With real bullets, kids.
Yeah.
Just the shell.
Amazing.
Even ejects a shell. Great for
Future-
littering the ground. Yeah.
Looks like the same kind of ground where they shot the opening of the Andy Griffith Show.
Probably is.
Yeah.
This is Mattel shooting shell Winchester. Shoot safe shooting shells. Perfect for target shooting.
Safe shooting shells.
See both Mattel's famous Winchesters wherever toys are sold.
Future NRA members.
And remember,
Yeah.
you can tell they're Mattel. They're swell.
Swell.
Well,
They're so swell.
Beanie flips his lid.
oh my God. Mitch, had you ever seen these
No.
before this?
I've always heard of Benny and Cecil, but I've never really saw anything from it.
They're all over YouTube. This is a black and white one that I figured was safe to show just in case they're still copywritten. Because
Yeah.
it's such a side part that, you know, that it's actually a Mattel commercial more than a Beanie and Cecil show.
Yeah.
Well, it's like in the 80s, most of the cartoons are just advertising action figures.
Yeah.
And I loved it all.
Oh yeah.
Sold a lot of toys back then.
Oh yeah.
And these aren't kid cartoons either. A lot of this stuff's got a very much adult, you know,
Oh, very.
elements in it. Yeah.
It's almost as if these guys, you know, but at the time, Bob Clampett must have been in his early 50s when he did these.
Yeah.
And it was all just filtering it through the adult sense of humor.
No, there was a lot of adult innuendo in Beanie and Cecil.
Dirty guy. You
Oh,
keep
yeah.
away from my best pal's best girl. You dirty guy. Uh-oh. It's dishonest John.
I love it. Dishonest John. That's awesome. I love that.
How quickly they got tied up there.
Yeah.
Now Russ had
Well,
to
they're
skip
kids.
out. He said his internet isn't that great.
Okay.
So wait, they got their arms loose.
I'm
Just
jumping
untie
in.
the.
I'll flip your lid.
All right.
Yeah.
Now you flip mine.
They're flipping their lids.
That'll do it.
Oh, please, really, you. Oh, these men are all alike.
Oh, man.
Aren't we, though?
Suffering sardines. Can a sea serpent suffer in silence? Golly, I have a feeling they're trying to tell me something. It's Beanie's little propeller. Lead on. I'm coming, Beanie.
Come here. Shut up.
Help, Cecil,
How
help.
sexist would say.
Why have you
Oh, my
female
God.
gay?
Help, Cecil.
Female fillet.
Help, Cecil, help.
Women and children first. I'm coming.
Help, Cecil, help. Help.
Cecilia. I've heard of split personalities, but this is ridiculous. Beanie, Cecilia.
It's really good cartoon drawing. These are,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, real well.
yeah.
You screeched? Hurry, Cecil. DJ's got Cecilia.
I'll save you, Cecilia.
Attaboy, Cease. Go, 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 man. Then go.
Oops. Perhaps I've overstayed my welcome.
It's a mean looking serpent.
Yeah. Hey, Joe. Well, there you go.
Come back here.
Before anybody sees me,
Come back here, you cheap.
that secret.
Come back.
Yeah, I remember. You see these dock pylons, you know, with the feathered top.
Mhm.
And I remember some kids asked me one time when I showed them some cartoons or some drawings I'd done, and they asked me what that weird top was to the wooden pylon, and I explained to them
Oh, gee.
it's a caricature of when these things used to be pounded into the bed, and the tops would just kind of splinter and create these, you know, weird feathered toppings, and they couldn't quite grasp that.
Yeah.
Well, it's wood. Why would that do that? Well,
It's wood.
tens of thousands of pounds of pressure. These things being into the
Literally
ground.
pounded into the ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did it! I did it!
Oh, you darling.
Dreams are often just a
It's
kiss
funny.
apart, but stars above you fall in love. If you have a home.
Okay.
That's great.
Bell, look at the switches I thought of for the stars of our show. Now here's a new Cecil image. Oh, no.
I got the rocks and rolls
It's
in my
Melvis.
head. I got rocks and rolls in my head. I got the rocks and rolls
Cecily.
in my head. I got rocks and rolls in my head.
Here's the new Honest Dishonest John.
Oh, I'm just an angel, up in the sky.
How's that for a switch?
The voice actor of Dishonest John kind of sounds like the voice actor that played the villain in Frosty the Snowman.
Very possible. Same person.
There are a lot of those voice talents that made the rounds. All kinds
Yeah.
of
Sure did.
For no one. Is any
Yeah.
Luna? DJ, you dirty guy.
But first, enjoy the world of toys.
Well, amazing how many commercials that they had.
That's a commercial for Mattel. That's what it is.
Yeah.
With a little bit of Beanie and Cecil cartoon mixed into it. Like,
Greetings, chums. Let me show you the brand new jumping DJ game made by Mattel.
Oh, yeah, it's really one big giant commercial, isn't it?
yeah. It's a jumping DJ game.
Now play as fast as you can. Pass cards and make pairs. The cards have pictures of Beanie and Cecil and all the gang. And one of them has DJ himself. Don't get stuck with him. You'll lose points. Keep playing until DJ jumps up. The fun is you'll never know when he'll jump. It's so exciting.
It's an old card game named Screw Your Neighbor.
DJ game.
Yeah, really.
A poker game, yeah. Only with a jumping DJ in it.
There goes a bad kid.
There goes a bad
Well, I
kid.
just wanted to remind you about the terrific new Beanie and Cecil Magic game. You just match up all of us to win. You'll love it. And you can tell us Mattel did well.
Swell.
That's
That should be all of that we watch so that we're not
that's amazing.
getting too struck. That's over at Grim Reaper. You could look for that on Beanie and Cecil under YouTube. All of that's been around for years.
That's funny.
Posted up there. So
Hey, Mitch, have you had a chance to see some of the archived Gawk fests that we've had with these art volumes lately?
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that
Yeah,
stuff
I
wonderful?
haven't been able to get up early enough to be on the show, but
yeah.
Oh, but boy, aren't those
Yeah.
wonderful though?
oh yeah, the
Oh.
Steranko one.
I still got to go back and watch that one. You know, I was there with doing the Walt Simonson one with these guys.
Oh,
all that.
there's 3 Sterenkos up there. Start at the first one. So
Okay.
all that stuff's just amazing to look over.
Oh,
Just
really,
like
really.
this. Here's a little Betty. Betty's always fun. Should probably turn that down a little bit too.
Hot cornet can go, sounding hot and blue, but a hot cornet can, like Betty Boop can do.
Oh my God.
Saxophone can go, playing all night through.
Max
Fleischer.
Saxophone
Yep.
can,
Oh, yeah.
like
At the
Betty
top
love
of his
their
form.
cartoons.
Oh, they are amazing. Way ahead of their time.
Oh my gosh.
I think they did the, in my opinion, definitive Superman adaptation.
Oh, they did. Yes.
Oh, I agree
Absolutely.
completely. Yeah, those Fleischer Superman are just unbeatable.
That's why Paul Denny's Superman looks so much like Fleischer's Superman. It's because there's just no way to beat it.
Yeah, they were hugely.
Can't even try. Yeah.
Fellas all over the place.
It says Bimbo and Coco in it. Bimbo the dog, Coco the clown.
Amazing.
Is that well? Are those 3 Felixes?
Just cats, just miscellaneous cats at that point.
Yeah.
Felix was out and popular at this point, but this was probably very early 30s.
Yeah, I would say.
And a lot of Betty was rotoscoped on this as well, except for her head. So.
Again, a lot of early vaudeville influence taking from
very much so. Yeah,
not too long before this.
There's Bimbo right there.
Yeah,
taking tickets. There's Coco stamping everybody paid on the ass.
I always thought Coco was just freaky looking. Just
Attention, please, ladies and gentlemen, to the left we have the largest. And to the right we have the largest. And the bears to the left we have the whole big bear to the right. To the left, right, left, right, left, right.
Amazing.
Let me have a handkerchief.
Here you are.
See, watch very carefully.
Get that spot out.
I once put spot remover on my dog, and now he's gone.
Oh, very good one, Mitch. Classic vintage.
It's a snuffer.
Jesus. Back when cigarettes were still so new in society, nobody died of lung cancer yet.
Oh, this is back when the tobacco was pure.
Yeah.
They started adding chemicals to it. Yeah.
Huh.
It's all gold today.
Oh, yeah. My God. Oh, look at that perspective on that.
With the flags, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great layout of a panel.
Makes it easier for them to animate, too.
It makes all the
above,
characters smaller.
It's a soup silencer.
Oh, my God.
Old music box.
Jesus.
Sweet corn regulator. Yeah.
Once again, freaky as hell.
Yeah.
That is so weird looking.
Well, so's Betty. Look at Betty with the flat face.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
I wonder if the voice actress for Betty was the same one that did Olive Oil.
No, she's patterned after a vaudeville singer. She's got a flat face because the woman was
no, I was wondering
African American.
No, I was thinking the voice actress.
Yeah,
Betty Boop. I wonder.
Same thing.
I wonder if she also did Olive Oil.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
Oh no,
somebody probably imitating her.
Okay.
Oh, the comments are blowing up here. Let's take a look. Jenko in the house, Marvy in the house. Sorry, didn't mean to be ignoring you. Sarah in the house. Oh, good morning.
Sarah.
Good morning, Sarah.
Thank you.
Jenko in the house, Marvy. Greetings, sinners. Let's talk about the wonderful cartoons that kids from today won't see. Yep. Unless they're cool parents out there to show them how cool they were. Yeah.
True.
Classics. Holy snap. OMG. I smoke Winston's. No joke.
Oh, jeez.
Ah. More like it's cheaper than others. Not Southern. ROFL. It's a sower. There we are.
Jeez.
I'd love to see cartoons on the cigarette packages.
Oh my God.
Didn't they used to have playing cards in cigarette packages?
I was just going to say, Marv, back in the day, that's how
Yeah.
trading cards actually started.
I
Was that
think
they were tucked in the plastic wrap of the cigarette packs.
yeah, Chesterfield was big on that.
Yeah. My dad had a whole, you remember the old Velveeta, well, the Velveeta cheeses still come in those boxes.
Yeah.
But way back when, all sorts of cheese would come in those blocks. We had boxes and boxes of those kind of cards. I think my brother ended up with them. But all sorts of collector's cards starting in the 1900s, and then baseball. And they didn't think about putting bubble gum on them for a while. And you always found them on cigarette and cigar boxes.
Yeah.
Cigarette packs.
When they started realizing kids were spending quite a bit of money on their own entertainment, then they started catering it to
Yeah. Love to see cartoons on the cigarette packages. Yeah. Rocket fuel makes no sense.
You know, I remember these when I was a young kid. These used to play on TV.
Yeah.
You know, Saturday mornings or Sunday afternoons or whatever. And my mom and dad would just think it was so amazing that they would see these things that they saw in the theaters on TV.
Yeah. Well, I can turn that down and it still gains in
really
volume. All right. That's going to keep going. There's another Betty on this.
UMM. What would that be? Is that United?
I don't know. It's probably the name of two corporate heads.
Oh, okay.
Like Betty Boop can do. This little miss would never miss a chance for vocal tuning. And anytime and anywhere you can hear this lady crooning. An auto horn can go. But an auto horn can like Betty Boop can do. Made of pen and ink, she can win you with a wink.
This is by Bimbo and Coco.
Sweet Betty.
Great.
Coco, moving that hole.
Yeah.
Whoops. What up, Max? I'm glad you're doing better. Hope you're doing well, Max. My smoking commercials have the opposite effect for me. I'll be trying to smoke, and then the ad puts it in my mind, reading me to crave it, facepalm fail.
Huh.
That's the entire DARE program, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh.
There we are. Lights up.
Oh my God.
Howdy ho.
Yeah.
This way.
Gee whiz.
Be seated.
Thank you.
Not necessarily for kids.
That Coco is to me is a predecessor to the It Clown, the Stephen King It Clown, as far as I'm concerned.
I will now bear the naked truth.
The naked truth. Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez.
Hello. Oh, wait, no, she's a baby. Never mind. Sorry.
He's a
Still.
baby. Even though her hairstyle,
Yeah.
working at an early age,
Wow.
wearing lipstick.
Still.
There we go. Little modesty from the coat rack, from the
Finally.
towel rack.
I now see you on a steamer bound for a foreign land.
Back when bad guys had a mustache, yeah. They're still evil. Gross. LOL. LOL.
Sorry to hear it, Sarah.
You guys again. Good to see you, Sarah. Thank you. Scott just came to the show because we saw the Winston's commercial. Yeah.
Oh, if only tobacco had ever crossed my lips, which it never has. But
came here for the Betty. That's why he's here.
yeah, really. That's
Inspiration for Dick Dastardly, very much so. Yep, Jenko. Actually, they're both inspired from the old standard vaudeville villain, probably back to Uncle Tom's Cabin. And
Oh,
those
sure.
vaudeville
Yeah,
stage plays. Yeah.
and some of those very early films of the guys tying the girls to the tracks and all that.
Yeah, the big silent era. Yeah. Now I know where Mr. T's hook come from. Vaudeville villain. Nice. Why have a story? Why have a toy when you can have the real one instead? Yeah. So you're talking about that gun commercial we watched earlier, Red Dress Press. Thanks for listening in. Hope everyone's morning's going well. It
How
is.
we doing, Red Dress?
Hope you too, Red Dress. Welcome. Morning. Oh shit! I just got reminded of Billy and Mandy. Okay.
Billy and Mandy. That's Oh yeah, that's
Cartoon Network.
Cartoon not too long ago.
Cartoon Network. That's it.
Yeah.
All those animators have watched this. Most of the more discerning ones all know about all these tunes. They watched them when they were kids.
Yeah, and certainly I think any schooling that they did, I'm sure there was quite a bit of historical precedent that they would be exposed to in order to learn. And,
Yeah.
you know, get something out of the experience.
Very likely, Marby. We did a lot of voice work for many, many years. No blank.
Yeah.
Hey
Hey,
guys,
Berserko.
hey, Berserko, hope you're doing well. Efren, hello yourself, Marby. Most of these animal characters were naughty. Yep. Same time period as Shirley Temple, very much so. Yep.
Oh yeah, absolutely contemporaries. Yeah, it's funny to see these characters using what was called the rubber tube leg animation.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even try to create real knees or whatever. That's part of what I was doing when I was doing those Tiny Toons for Warner's. Is I would use that rubber tube leg motion
yeah.
for the. 'Cause it
No
had all-
elbows, no knees, just curved lines. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, there's a great video game that I like called Cuphead, and the whole style is inspired by these Max Fleischer cartoons.
Yeah.
With
Have
the
you
dots
ever-
for eyes, just
Yeah.
great animated stuff. Yeah.
Have you ever played that, Mitch?
Oh yeah.
Is
It's
it
very
as fun as it
difficult.
looks?
It is. It's mainly boss battles. Like there's not much, like running through a level. It's mainly, you hit this enemy and you have to beat them. Hit this enemy and you have to beat them. But it's pretty fun. Yeah, it's got like film grain and stuff over it.
Looks like an old cartoon. Yeah.
Isn't that isn't the premise where Mickey gets pulled into a dimension or something? Or
No,
there are a lot of cartoons like that. This is Betty Boop in Blunderland that happens to. She goes into, it gets pretty wild. Some pretty psychedelic imagery here.
Oh. Jeez. Amazing.
Marvy asks, is that Popeye's theme song? Might not be the exact song, but it's probably the same orchestra. Fleischer was doing Popeye at this point as well. So.
Oh yeah. In their heyday, Fleischer Studios were incredibly busy.
Yeah.
And did tons of work.
I think I remember this. I must have been a repeat on Channel 4 at the end. The ghosts come out of the orb. Yeah. Yep, Brew. Exactly. There we go.
Okay.
Yep, great animation. Just great.
You're right, Efren.
Cuphead.
Very great.
Awesome game. Max, the same of Popeye. Yep.
Yeah.
And Superman. We watched a great Superman cartoon a couple weeks back. That was, in fact, that was rebooted. Refurbished, I should say, in 4G. It was really beautiful.
Oh, I love to see that. Which episode was it? Of the
Two episodes back. And it's called Cartoons. Yeah.
Oh, but do you know which episode of Superman it was, or which ones?
The Mad Scientist.
Oh,
I think it was the first one they did. Yeah.
Okay.
There she goes.
Yeah, there's the old bloomers.
Yep. No, I don't remember his name. That was a big comedian of the day.
Yeah, yeah. They would make all kinds of cameo appearances by famous faces.
Yeah, Looney Tunes would always do like a character of like Edward G. Robinson and Peter Lorre.
Yeah,
Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall and all those stars of the day.
Yep, got to get a little bit of that shrinkola in order to fit through the door.
Yeah, really.
That's not a drug reference at all.
Not at all.
Uh-oh.
Little
they shrink her dress up too.
But all the other people had their clothes shrink too. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have every reason to get her wet, so you know.
Yep.
Classic Lewis Carroll influence.
And the Froggy and Humpty Dumpty and the Mock Turtle and the March Hare and everybody else. Everyone, how do you do? The cook in the kitchen and the Duchess.
Jeez.
The dormouse and the teapot and the Mad Hatter too.
I say, yeah.
Efren, have you ever seen a Betty Boop cartoon before? She's like this all the way through her run. Just great stuff.
Oh, Griffin.
They're playing dice.
What's the turtle creature called? No, it's a mythology thing.
Yeah, I don't remember. Anybody know? Let us know in the chat.
You and you, the king in the palace and the princess, the turtle in the water and the lion in the zoo. How do
You know, a lot of these animators in the off times when they weren't doing stuff, they would do these incredibly adult, explicit sex cartoons that were shown in the, you know, the penny theaters, penny arcades.
And the Tijuana Bibles.
Yeah, yeah. Jeez.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Yeah, classic.
They give up.
And what's a character from Alice in Wonderland?
She called her the Duchess.
The Duchess, that's it. Oh, my bulldogs are killing me.
Yeah, see, when I was when kids, some chapters, yeah, has a whole different context the older you get. Just you need to go back and take a look at some of this stuff. It's pretty crazy.
Oh yeah.
And you look at it through adult eyes, you know.
Yeah. Wow. Oh man, that is wild.
It's crazy imaginative stuff. All of this stuff is watching it as a kid, early morning and early Saturday or late Saturdays on television. Just it's a big effect on you when you're a kid. A lot of this stuff wasn't meant for kids. It was meant to be played in the theater.
Yeah.
Wasn't aimed at children at all.
And when you think about the
somebody's calling.
Yeah, I'll get that.
It's a spam call. They want to talk to you about your car warranty.
Yeah. Damn student loan, they still find me. Well, when you think about all this influence from classic literature, you know, obviously Lewis Carroll here, but you wonder when those guys were originally thinking this stuff up, you wonder how much came about from some illicit drugs and all that they might have been taking to
Oh, I don't know how
set
much
their
drug use.
imagination.
Yeah. But then, of course, we're back in the day when there was cocaine and Coca-Cola. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
who knows?
yeah.
Who
That
knows?
and overdose and
Snuff, all sorts of stuff was a lot more innocent times,
oh yeah, abusing methadone, not methadone, morphine and all that.
Yeah, morphine,
Ether.
absinthe. Yeah, absinthe would cause some crazy hallucinations.
Oh yeah, that's nasty. We'll be careful. We're dating ourselves in a way that
Now I can notice different things. Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
Sarah says, yeah, ruins my childhood to watch things through adult eyes sometimes. Sometimes not, though. There's still some great cartoons out there. That's why I have episodes like this just to show some of this crazy stuff off.
Yeah. What I liked during the those years when you were running the Flint Comic-Con, Randy, you'd play these cartoons up on the screens that they had.
Oh yeah,
community room. That always helped add a lot of atmosphere to the convention.
Yeah.
There's not this wild stuff. You do the more classic Looney Tunes.
Well, we can't run the Looney Tunes on this. We'll get in trouble. Except for a few. Yeah. There's a few of them Warner's doesn't care about, but usually those have really bad racial stereotypes or, where they're World War II references, that kind of stuff.
Oh, sure.
You get swastikas running through them and they're talking about their metal drives and all that. There's a lot of those available on YouTube as well that have been up there for years.
Yeah, and it was a common thing back then to have characters of blackface.
Oh yeah,
terrible.
Yeah, all sorts of anybody that was Asian had large buck teeth, and we saw that on the Mighty Heroes episode we played 2 weeks ago. They had a horrible Asian stereotype there. Oh yeah,
Oh my God.
Yeah, there was a Betty Boop cartoon, I think it was, where there's a black family, and it goes into very insensitive areas.
Yeah.
Oh sure.
Well, back then they never thought about, they weren't culturally sensitive at all. And a lot of the black stereotypes again spring out of vaudeville.
Oh sure.
You have blackface with the white lips so that you can be seen from far off the stage.
Yeah.
That was a naughty thing to do. How would you like it done to you? You'll find a lot of happiness if you'll be good.
That's kind of a cool long dress she had on.
Just say that. Look at the painted background on that. It's just amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Just beautiful.
Oh, and those full color Popeye flashers, the background just was. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Seeing Betty in the first chapters looked like a dog face. Yeah, Betty Boop's timeless. Everybody's got a different interpretation of beauty,
Yeah, really is.
If you go and if you go and you look at Eraserhead, the Lynch's first movie, the main character stares into this radiator and there's this girl dancing there with super puffy cheeks. I think that's where this came from.
Oh wow.
That's their idea of beauty, was a cute round face,
Wow, this kid's a dick.
What a delinquent.
Yeah, really.
Next thing you know, they'll show him reading comics and listening to rock and roll music.
Yeah, really.
Surely live to rue the day. I don't believe a word you say, no matter who you are. I'm always going to have my way.
Oh boy, he needs a good kick in the ass. That's what he needs.
This is the episode she sends him to hell. I don't.
Was it really?
Remember.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I
guy's got a brush head. Must be the barber.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Well, he saved him some money, gave him a free haircut. Why is he mad?
Gee whiz.
The barber shop's shaped like a shaving cup.
Yeah. Amazing. Oh, reach through and slice that little bastard up. Oh, that's
There's
awesome.
a guy sleeping in a hammock back behind him. Didn't even wake up. Efren says, punish that kid. Yeah.
And there's Biddy. So what's your lesson now, you little shit?
So it's a little bit before they coined the term juvenile delinquent.
Oh, yeah.
For the wrong things you've done, you'll have to go back and correct everyone.
There's some easy animation for you.
Yeah.
Just run it in reverse. Yep.
If only correcting your mistakes were that easy.
Hey, amen. So leaving that axe out there in the open.
Yeah. Yeah, right there. Those backgrounds, just exquisite paintings.
Yeah.
Little Pudgy.
That's the story of the little lad just like you. Was naughty, was bad, just like you. I don't believe a word you said. It's not true.
Thank you.
But I'll be
Sarah.
good and go to
Yeah.
bed just for you.
Playing in reverse, yeah.
That's a good little boy. Now run along.
Boy, putting toothpaste back in the tube is never that easy.
Yeah.
If it even possible. Okay, you little shit. Now, good to sleep.
There you go. Taught him a lesson.
Yeah,
Not
really.
even sending him to hell. Some of my favorite Betty Boops have Cab Calloway in it singing
Oh,
rotoscope
God, that's awesome.
songs. Those are phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
To see if I can dig those up. Taking the blame. It's from
That was something else
1935.
when the Blues Brothers came out, I remember some people asking me, where did they find that old guy that could sing like that? I said, oh my God, he was doing this stuff decades ago.
Oh, yeah.
He was like one of the great jazz crooners of the day.
Back in the day, Sarah, they had to have a bit of modesty, so that it was always cousins or nephews instead of kids. That's why Mickey has two nephews. Donald Duck has Huey, Dewey, and Louie. They're all nephews. They're not. They're not his kids. So Betty here was just babysitting her little nephew. And there's Pudgy. He's cool.
I bought you a nice little playmate. Now you
Nasty
can
old
get
cat.
friendly while I bring you something to eat.
That's the setup. Now for the madness. Oh,
Knew it. I knew it.
Don't hurt the Pudgy.
Is this goody goody?
Oh, man.
What a mean cat. Ah,
In my experience, that's a typical cat.
Yeah.
Here, what's all this? Why, little Pudgy, you
Yeah.
would be ashamed eating that whole dish of food.
Cuddle up, suck up to the owner so you don't get in trouble.
and he gets a spanking.
Go away.
it's just great that a couple of decades later they got their comeuppance with Tom and all those other characters that
Oh, he gets him back in this. He doesn't get away with it for long. Cat's
Yeah.
evil, but Pudgy wins. Pudgy always wins in the end.
Okay. Oh my God, that's so cruel.
He's a black cat after all.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Bad luck.
What am I going to do with you, Pudgy? What's wrong with you today? Why don't you play with your new playmate? No.
He's a bastard. That's why I don't play with him.
Don't mind him, little pussycat.
He's a jackass.
Sad in the
Isn't he
corner.
though?
Such a meanie.
No doubt.
Yes, die slowly.
Yeah.
Dad. Now you're going outside.
Oh, I want this cat to get his comeuppance. Come on, this is killing me.
Is that ice box there?
Oh yeah.
This makes sense. Yeah, I wonder. That's like Lucy and Desi having separate beds. They had a son. They rarely showed her as PG. Yeah, said that way because of how saying pregnant and bad was bad to say back then. Yep.
Yeah, sure. With child or expecting or
Yep.
all
Now
the
she
word
found
pregnant.
out it's the cat.
Yeah. Get her, better get her.
Will end up being up to Pudgy to save the day, though.
Clothesline him, Pudgy. Finally. That's a golf swing out the door, Betty.
Pudgy will get her. Oh, missed.
Oh. Try it again, Pudge.
Just had to time it right.
The clue to all good comedies, timing. And revenge, too.
Yeah. One more. We'll see what this one is. Swat the fly.
Adolf Zucker. Swat the fly. Passed by the National Board of Review. Huh.
Uh-oh.
Freeze up on us?
Yeah. Yeah, Randy's freezing too, if you look at him.
Oh,
Did it?
okay. It was for a second there.
Oh, I'm here.
Yeah.
It's all right. I just added another tune. Is what it was.
Oh, I see.
The sound's off. Your sound's off.
Mine is.
Not anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I guess you had to catch up.
That's weird.
Go away.
Playing Shoe Fly, Don't Bother Me in the background.
Yeah, I love the little details. Look at that hinge on that cupboard.
Yeah.
That's how those almost all the hinges look like that way back when versus just the rectangle ones you see these days. But that's that's reflects the look of that day.
That was modern. Yeah, back then.
Curves at the door. And the chairs are those all the turned wood and all that.
All the backgrounds on those Fleischer cartoons were always phenomenal. Well painted. Just beautifully done.
I wonder if these were originally color, but just filmed in black and white.
Oh, no, they were black and white.
They were painted black and white? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Some of the Popeyes later were in color. The Supermans were in color. That's why they were so expensive.
Yeah, well, that's true.
They were very expensive to make. Broke the, I think they threw Fleischer into bankruptcy.
Oh, really? Because of the use of color film in order to get the look?
In order to get them colored and yeah. But you have to remember, this is still the 30s, the early 30s, 33, 32.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
The color really didn't start kicking in until 35, 36.
Yeah. Well, look at that great cartoon of that character.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, man. No, what was amazing is not just with the beautiful color you'd see in the Fleischer Popeyes, but the use of the animation.
Yeah.
Was they had not only would they use some rotoscoping, but also multi-plane, the multi-plane camera where they have the background would be on different layers, moving at different speeds. You get this amazing dimensional feel.
You see that a lot in the Popeye cartoons, especially the longer running ones.
Oh, yeah.
The theatrically made ones, Popeye versus Sinbad and Popeye and the Aladdin lamp. Yeah.
That was amazing. The backgrounds in that Sinbad one was just phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
Just pure watercolor masterpieces. Just amazing. And the fact that they would make these different planes to give it that wonderful tracking feel. Just anybody who's never seen that, if you're listening or watching, I just find some of those. They're just not to be believed. It's just amazing. Certainly something Disney used not too much later with Snow White and all that.
Yeah.
Mostly camera work. Poor Pudgy.
I used to love showing these cartoons at school. I'd teach cartooning after school.
Oh, really?
And Pudgy was always fun to show off how he's just circles. Circles and curved lines.
Yeah. Perfect lesson for solid foundational drawing.
Yeah.
Some years back, the guy Todd Lang runs the comic shop. When his kids were really young, lived in Grand Haven, and the schools there would have special parent sponsor nights or sponsor days, which they would just have fun. And so Todd would get the gymnasium and he would show these classic Looney Tunes up on the wall of the gymnasium for all these kids to enjoy. And the thing is, I was there doing sketches out in the hallway and such. And the thing is, he was showing all these classic Looney Tunes and he wasn't sure how the kids would take to these, considering, these are 30, 40 years back from the time he showed them. And yet, being in the hallway, the gym was just roars of laughter coming out of there. It's all these classic, Bugs and Daffy and Elmer and all these characters, and the kids were just loving every second of it. And Todd and I were just having a blast, seeing these kids, love this stuff. Oh, look at that.
We'll show a little bit of this at the start because it's such great animation.
Oh, yeah, look at that background though. Look at that.
And again, it's all painted. It's made for the large theater.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
1936. So about 3-4 years later after Betty, the Betty cartoons we were watching.
The spoon-eating sailor, the irresistible damsel, the hamburger fiend, two-headed giant.
It's just got some great imagery in this.
God, look at that. Oh. You're panning up at an angle and going back at another angle. And
if you look, there's almost the same dragon that you saw on the Betty cartoon in Wonderland.
Yeah.
They're almost the same look to everything, only now it's in color.
Yeah.
Comes a Bluto. That beautifully painted background back there.
God, look at that.
I'm Sinbad the sailor, so hardy and hale.
Look
I
at that.
live on an island on the back of a whale. It's a whale of an island. That's not a bad joke. Its lord and its master is this handsome bloke. Who's the most remarkable, extraordinary fellow? Sinbad the sailor. I scare all creation on land or on sea. But talk about women, they all.
Look at there it is.
I take my
multi-plane, yeah.
Unbelievable.
That's why I pulled this up. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The background is probably on like 3 or 4 different layers of black.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
From the Valley of Serpents, these diamonds I took. I clean out those serpents with one dirty look.
Yeah, serpents.
God, look at that.
Walking in front of, behind,
Oh yeah.
Just great stuff.
Oh.
He'd frighten King Kong, but he's only my stooge.
Only my
capture a bull for me was just fun. Whoever said 2 heads were better than 1? Who's the most phenomenal, extraordinary fellow?
You, sing loudly, sailor.
On one of my
Wow,
travels,
look at
I
that
ran into
tree.
Now
Yeah.
that was a thrill I'd be sorry to miss.
Like it's a weather painting or something.
He spread out his wings and the sunlight grew dim. He took me in his feet, but I ran on with him. Who's the most remarkable, extraordinary fellow? Sinbad the sailor. Who's the most phenomenal, extra special kind of fellow?
Left a boot print. It's no.
Great.
I'm afraid of nobody under the sun. All I say is boo in my my enemies run. Who's the most remarkable, extraordinary
That dragon.
fellow?
Just amazing.
I'm right back.
I'm one of gazookas, which hates all palookas. What hates honey up and square. I biffs and I bops them and always outroughs them, but none of them gets nowhere. If anyone dashes to risk me fist, it's pop and it's wham, understand? So keep good behavior, that's your one lifesaver with Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm strong to the finish, 'cause I eat me spinach. I'm Popeye the Swag Whaler Man.
All right, we get the idea there.
Yep. Such great stuff.
Just in case, this
Fleischers
is
were
from
awesome.
Cult Cinema Classics channel over on YouTube. You can go over there and enjoy those. There's all sorts of cartoons available there. That was posted, when was that posted? Quite a while ago, 1 year ago. To a lot of great views, just excellent stuff. And Scott stepped out for a minute.
Yeah. It's been more than a minute.
Early morning.
Yeah.
Well, in the meantime, let's see. I've got this. This is in the middle of hopefully we won't get in too much trouble for this one. This was in the middle of a show that they used to do, I think, for a year, maybe two, called Archie's TV Funnies.
He's back.
Yeah, here I am.
Here's Dick Tracy.
A little bit of Dick Tracy.
That's right. They started bringing some of those old King features. Comic strips to the screen.
Quite a change from the Fleischer work. A little bit more rustic. There's Flat Top.
Calling Dick Tracy. Tracy here. Go ahead, Chief. Flat Top has broken jail. Flat Top out?
Two-way wrist radio.
Well, that means
You got
his
wrist video phone. Yeah.
Life again.
Yeah.
Right. Get on it, Tracy.
Way ahead of their
Way,
time.
Chief.
Warden Dawes calling state prison. It's been a long night, and I've got to get some rest. I just don't understand how.
Love Dick Tracy, yeah. Archie TV Funnies used to have a lot of different comic strips, little short cartoons.
Yeah.
Dick Tracy was one of them.
Flat Top, the head of
Did Smokey Stover and Broomhilda. And
got a clue.
There's an alien in Dick Tracy.
Moon Maid. Yeah.
Oh, Moon, that's right. Moon Maid.
Hi. Look
Chin
at
Up Marion
this.
Jr.
The world's largest
Oh.
ruby, the Star of Omar.
They had
will be
little
presented
moon
at the
people.
Diplomat
Yeah, little moon
Ball.
kids.
Yes, 14 nations will be represented at this historic event.
And Flat Top will be there too, I'll bet.
In a clever disguise, no doubt. Tess, I think you and I should be among the honored guests. And I'll have a little surprise for Mr. Flat Top.
Who's that
Little
voice
have a
of Dick
little
Tracy? I
surprise,
know that
too.
actor. He did
This way from the Shaw of
These had to be done in quick order. So,
oh yeah. Making the most of limited animation back
yeah, very limited.
Oh, I know. The guy doing Dick Tracy, he's the same voice as He-Man.
That's
Oh,
so far.
He-Man?
Your
Yeah.
That's
invitation, sir.
very likely.
I
Yeah.
forget the actor's name, but you can hear the similarity.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, sir.
Aha! A forged invitation. All the genuine invitations were chemically treated.
Certainly doesn't look like Flat Top.
Thank you, sir.
Here he comes.
So he puts on something over his head, and people can't tell he's Flat Top. Okay.
Well, it's the fake beard that threw him off.
Wow.
Yeah. That futuristic ray gun right there.
Oh, great design.
Quick, Sam, put Plan B into operation.
As everybody screams.
Right, Tracy.
Yeah.
The emergency generator is on.
The star of Omar is gone.
Calling Sam. Go ahead with Plan C.
Check.
Now just press this button.
All exits secured.
Are you going to search everybody, Dick?
No, I can't do that, Tess. It would cause international repercussions.
Can you
I
hear
want
the
you to
He-Man tone
accidentally
in his
spill
voice?
this on our friends
A little
the
bit.
Maharaja.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir, but
But you gotta let me in. I'm on a case for the police. You know, plain clothes man.
you look more like an old clothesman.
Fake laugh track. Yeah.
Forgive my clumsiness. Excuse me.
Voice reminds me of Tarzan too from Filmation. Yeah, these are Filmation
Yeah.
materials. Hal
All right,
Sutherland.
Sam. Our electronic X-ray mirror will tell the story.
Good thing they have an electronic X-ray mirror.
Yeah.
But I tell you, I'm a...
No, sir. Get lost, kid.
Yeah, I know. Somebody just said it sounds like Tarzan. It's similar, but it was a different actor that did Tarzan.
Was it?
Yeah.
Same film house though. Same animation house.
Yeah.
He's got the same ray gun.
After him, Sam.
That's awesome.
You and the electro loop, or I might kick it out of here. Hey! Step on it, Mojo.
With that modern car.
Flat Top Scott Jr.
I'll radio for a roadblock.
Flat Top Scott Jr.
There's no telling what he'll do to Junior or the Ruby. I've got a better plan.
I'm gonna take this souped up police motorcycle. Leaves a big trail of smoke.
He won't try nothing with you as my hostage, kid. I'll bet you stole a ruby, didn't you? Let's just say I'm keeping that under my hat.
Expert writing too. Top notch.
I love the detail on that car.
That's a cool design for that bike, though. That streamlined tail.
Jenko says, I've never seen this. Yeah. Welcome to Sunday Funnies, Jenko. Good thing that thing turns into a helicopter.
Isn't that great?
Well, I finally outsmarted the great Dick Tracy.
Sounds like Herman with the He-Man without the reverb, yeah.
Okay, Sam, go ahead with the roadblock.
You let me loose. You're stretching my arm.
You're headed for an even longer stretch, Flat Top, behind bars.
Tracy, your handling start of Omar case has avoided and no.
And with Flat Top back in prison, his worldwide organization is powerless.
And just think, I almost botched the whole deal.
No, Junior, you were a big help. Thanks to you, Flat Top slipped up.
Really? How?
You made him feel overconfident.
How's that funny?
Jeepers. He made him feel overconfident. Hang on just a second. Now load up the intro for that. Let me. Where is it? There it is. I jumped over to the next video here. Let's show you this. Just so you see where that came from.
Yeah, Robert Ridgely was the voice of Tarzan of the animated series from Filmation. Robert Ridgely, his name was.
It's the start of Archie TV Funnies.
When was this show made?
Oh, I want to say late 60s, early 70s. Well, hang on here just a second. It'll probably say. There's all these different comic strips that they use in shorts with Archie gang at the television controls. Emmy Lou, Nancy and Sluggo. Set of cavemen. I don't remember who they were named. That's Moon Mullins. Hot dogs there. Broomhilda. Captain the Kids. The Dropouts.
Well, a lot of awkward silence all of a sudden.
Oh, we did?
You're
You're not hearing the theme music? Oh, we went back.
Don't you love StreamYard?
I guess. Hang on just a second here. Stop screen. We don't need to see that. Did you get to see any of that at all?
No, I didn't.
No, not the opening, no.
Oh, wow. Sorry about that, folks. That might be StreamYard's fault. We'll see. Let me call it back up here and see if we can find it. Maybe I didn't share it right. That could be my fault. Didn't mean for there to be a big silence. I should have double checked. I just assumed it was running.
Well, in the meantime, like I said, that Robert Ridgely, the voice of Tarzan from the Filmation Tarzan cartoon show, he was known, I guess, in the animation business behind the scenes as he would tell the most filthy jokes you've ever heard in your life. I guess he was just a riot. You know, when in the off times behind the mic, he was just absolutely hilarious. And that's funny to hear because, you know,
go ahead.
He has such a pronounced, you know, grandiose voice.
Here on Odyssey.
The worst.
Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
We're still watching.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Here we go. It's actually a better quality capture of that than what I was showing before. So let's see how it goes.
Hazel, or not Hazel, Broomhilda.
The whole show, they were up on the computer screens showing off different cartoons. And then they had an even shorter, like 3-minute Archie episode at the end.
TV funny.
TV funny. That's the ending here.
TV funnies, we sure did. TV funnies, there's a lot more laughs. TV funnies, and a lot more funny. Archie's TV funnies.
Lucimer Norm Prescott.
That's awesome.
That's where that came from, folks.
You know,
Go
the
back
other
and look at that. It's all over YouTube.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. The other cartoon I never saw much of, but I heard about it was the Flash Gordon, the Defenders of the Galaxy or something.
Defenders of Earth, yeah.
Defenders of Earth. That's
Yeah,
right.
and it had all the action adventure characters like the Phantom.
Flash Gordon.
If you
Mandrake
snoop
and the
around
Machine.
on YouTube, you'll find episodes of that too. But I don't want to play it here because that's out of everything that we could show. That's probably
Oh,
copyrighted.
yeah. No, it was just
Because
interesting that, you know, there's a period where they had quite a bit of classic comic strips being done in cartoons. It was great.
Here and there, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, again, you're leaning back on classics too, and that was at a period when the toy market was springing up, and everybody was complaining about how violent all these cartoons were, and on and on. So you go back and you look at the Hanna-Barbera superhero age, and it was all just, you know, bumping into monsters and beating up the villains and all that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah. Almost no holds barred.
Yeah. Even when they tried to make fun of it with like Josie and the Pussycats in outer space, it still could get pretty slapsticky and pretty violent. So
yeah. But yeah, what was that? Let's see, on that Defenders of the Earth, it was Flash Gordon.
Gordon, Mandrake, and not Prince Valiant, Phantom.
Yeah.
And they've done a number of cartoon shows with the Phantom. Phantom's really big everywhere but here in the States.
Oh,
so
it's
especially in Australia, it's huge.
Oh,
Still.
it's massive around the world. Yeah. Was it?
Yeah.
Was it Mike Manley? I think is drawing the Phantom strip these days, or
Marvisa's Luthor was in that as
Luthor,
well.
that's
Yeah, that was Mandrake's assistant.
Yeah, that was just Amazing.
What now? On Phantom?
Oh, I was going to say the Phantom is huge around the world.
Yeah.
Just absolutely massive. It's amazing how popular it is.
Strip's still going real strong. So
Oh, yeah.
you just don't see it very often here in the States because the adventure strip here is pretty close to dead.
Yeah. And like I said, I think Mike Manley is the artist on the Phantom strip these days.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right. I know Terry Beatty had it for a good 10, 12 years there.
That's right.
Now he's overdoing Judge Parker because he's writing and drawing that strip. So.
Oh, is he? He's on Judge Parker? Oh, wow. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, one of the few, Judge Parker and Mary Worth, I don't think's around anymore. The Apartment 3G, I'm not sure if that's still coming out, but it might be.
That's true.
But those soap opera strips are really big everywhere but here.
Oh, yeah. Kelly Green was another real popular one. Stan Drake was doing that for a long time.
Yeah, that's been over for quite a while.
Yeah.
Quite a while. Same thing with Brenda Starr. Brenda Starr was really big, but now you don't see. You do a please don't do a Google search for Brenda Starr unless you put Brenda Starr comic strip, because you'll end up with Brenda Starr porn star.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't want to.
That's probably the one I'll search for anyway.
They did that as a movie with Brooke Shields as Brenda Starr.
Oh, that's right.
Really?
Yeah.
Back when Annie was big and raging out there. There was a small resurgence of comic strip properties there for a bit. So
they had that great. I think it was a TV movie of the Spirit.
Yeah,
they did, and
they did.
And the gal who was
Sam Jones the third.
Yeah,
the same person who was Flash Gordon played Denny Colt, and the girl from the lady from Deep Space Nine.
Yeah,
played the Kardashian character.
And she was and she did an awesome job of vamping it up and just doing all these great.
That whole movie was so much better than Frank Miller's movie.
Oh my God!
It's like night and day compared to trying to stay authentic to the strip.
Even if it was horrible, it still would have been better than the Frank Miller version.
Well, that's true too. Yes, and it was Sam Jones, not exactly the best thespian actor in the world.
It was visually just like looking at an Eisner strip. It was amazing,
especially in Europe. Phantom is huge. Yeah.
Nana Visitor, that's the actress.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah.
You're handy with that there, sir.
Yeah,
IMDb.
And I'm amazed.
Yeah.
I know there's a one shot near the end of the film where the Phantom's riding off on a motorcycle and Nana's character's on the back seat behind him.
The Spirit, you mean, or the Phantom?
The Spirit. I'm sorry. Yeah. And the thing is, and she's just posed perfectly. She's got her arch back. She got her hand on her hip. And she had that, chin up in the air. Oh, God, it was just awesome.
Yeah, she did Chicago for many, many years, I believe, the stage Broadway play.
Yeah. And she had
after DS9. Yeah.
Yeah, and a pretty extensive career before DS9 in the soaps. I don't know which one she was on, but she did quite a bit of that, too.
Couldn't tell you. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you either. I don't think I've really ever seen a soap opera.
There's your car warranty again, buddy.
Yeah, I know. They keep trying to find me.
Student loans.
Hey, Andrew.
We're going to listen to his entire phone call.
No, not really. Mitch, why don't you tell folks how they can find you? Whoop. Sorry, didn't mean to remove you. Here we go.
Hi. You can find me
in the middle of a podcast
here at Linktree/Celtic Cross Studios, where you can find basically everything. My website, online store, socials, everything.
Okay. Sweet. And while I've muted Scott so that you can't, he's left the room anyway. So, and folks, we're really happy that you were here with us this episode of Sunday Funnies. We hope you come back and that we haven't chased you off too far. So hit that like button, hit that love button up there. Make sure you've joined the Indie Comics Network over on YouTube. Even if you'll watch us over on Facebook, make sure you go over to YouTube and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. There's a lot of great programming over on the Indie Comics Network that we would love to have you listen to. I do another show On top of the one here on Sunday morning, I also do one real early on Friday mornings, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we look at great sequential art called Comics by Night. And we've gone through and done like 3 episodes on the Artisan book of Nick Fury by Steranko and given it a good look over and talked about the originals. They were all shot off the originals. 2 weeks ago, we did the Alien movie adaptation by Walter Simonson, that Heavy Metal printed, that we had an Artisan book on that was just phenomenal as well. Last Friday, we went through the first half of the Erie archives. The first five Eries are all bound together into one book, and we got about 2.5 issues in, and the best stuff on that series is yet to come. So we're going to go through that next Friday at 5 a.m. If you want to see the previous episode, that is archived over on the Indie Comics Network. You can go over there and take a look at that. Great stuff. Great cast of characters. That's the early Warren magazines. He ended up picking up the majority of the talent pool right from the old ECs. So you've got Al Williamson, you've got Reed Crandall, you've got Jack Davis doing work. Wally Wood is
Frank
in
Frazetta.
there. Frank Frazetta is doing covers. Yep. There's a lot of great stuff coming up from a lot of great people in the next episode on Friday. We'll go through the second half of that archive, and there's a lot more stuff coming as we go along. If there's some cartoons out there that you feel are in the public domain that you want us to take a look at on Sunday Funnies, we'll do this kind of episode again, probably not next week, but in the upcoming weeks, where we'll show more cartoons and we'll talk about animation and the great stuff. I'd really like to get John Celestri on here at least once or twice while we go through a bunch of old stuff, because some of that stuff he knows the people that worked on it. That it would be great to get some input from him on it, and hopefully we'll have him on one of the future shows. We're sorry that Glenn couldn't be with us today. He's under the weather, and Russ's internet is under the weather, and he couldn't stick around. We were real happy to have him on for as long as he was here. Make sure you hit that like and love button there. Marv says time flies, especially when you're having fun. Thank you for the company. Have a great week. You too, Marvy, and everybody out there, have a great week. What Scott probably isn't able to tell you is he has a fantasy comic called Aaron Tree that you can get a hold of him over on Facebook, and do friend him over on Facebook if you'd like. He's a great guy, and he could use all the Facebook friends he can get a hold of. Anyway. And hopefully Scott will be back here too if he ever gets up early enough Friday mornings. He was on a couple of the shows that we've had on so far. If there's anybody great you want us to take a look at, if there's some great public domain old era cartoons that you want to see, run that. I was going to run Captain Phantom today, or Fathom today, which is a trip, maybe some Clutch Cargo, maybe another Space Angel. We'll get around to that in another episode soon. But just those Bettys were irresistible. It's a great set of them. Up online, just go over there and take a look. Hoppity Hooper wanted to take a look at as well, and I'm sure you've got some favorites out there, so make sure you drop those in the chat. Make sure you tell us who you want to see us cover. We'll be more than happy to do that for you in a future episode of Sunday Funnies. We'll be back Sunday morning 9 a.m. We're here Friday mornings at 5 a.m. for Comics by Night. So, and we wish everybody the best week that you can have. You can find anything, you can find stuff that I've done over at the aerocomics.store website. There's copies of Herobot Zero. There's 2 issues of Herobot Zero available, an issue of Calico. Let me see if I've got them handy here. Oh, let me reach over here. Got Calico here. That's a great fantasy title that I've written, and Paragon, which is a superhero story that I've written with a great modern twist to it. Really hope you enjoy it. Go over there and enjoy those over at aerocomics.store. Coming up, I think next week, on the 3rd of February, we're going to start the Chrome Dog Indiegogo campaign. We hope you'll take a look at that as well. That's more Aero Comics. There'll be a whole nother tier of Aero Comics available, as well as the first tier that was originally available over on Rift Riders. So I think I've stalled for too much time, and Scott's not coming back. So we're going to wish everybody well. Any last words, Mitch?
No.
Okay. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. And this has been Sunday Funnies for the 29th of January. for 2023. See you next month. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Have a question or comment for us to address on the show? Have a topic you want us to talk about? Email us at indiecomicsnetwork@gmail.com. Want your comics to arrive in pristine condition? Head over to GeminiComicSupply.com and save 10% on your next Gemini mailer order or anything in the Gemini Comics Supply store. Use coupon code RAGIN10. That's RAGIN 10.
That was some great animation by Mike Jimmy, who also has an animation show here on ICN, where he's been showing how he animated a lot of that material. You can go over there and enjoy that as well over on the Indie Comics Network, here on the YouTube and other places. Here we go, everybody. Again, folks, take care. Thanks for watching. Deeply appreciate you. See you later.
In the middle of the night or early Friday morning, depending upon where you are in the world, a group of experienced comics professionals get together to examine and instruct about the art form that they love. That's great comic artwork on Comics by Night, Fridays at 5 a.m. Eastern, here on the Indie Comics Network, indiecomicsnetwork.com.
What was that? This is not a charade.
And Scott, since you're back, you want to say anything before we leave?
Jared's glad to see everybody. Have a great week. We'll see you soon. I'm over at Facebook. Check me out, Scott Rosema. And there's my email there. So if anybody wants to write me or give me a buzz, let me know. And I'm still selling my comic book, Errantry, Sword and Sorcery at its finest. So thanks for seeing everybody. Thanks for having me on, as always.
Anytime, Scott. Anytime you can make it. Anytime your alarm and your system will allow you to show up. Appreciate you very much.
Yeah.
Look, everybody's entitled to be an idiot.
You pay